Otautahi Cup continues here at Ngā Punawai in the outskirts of Christchurch City. And as the day began with that heavy overcast, it has come back after having some bursts of sunshine, but by gee, it hasn't mattered because we've been treated to some great hockey so far. This is match 3 on the opening day of the Otautahi Cup. And the beautiful surrounds of Ngā Punawai, the sports hub that emerged after the earthquakes here in Christchurch, that boasts 2 hockey turfs, the rugby league headquarters, 12 tennis courts, the international $1 million athletics track over the back. And this is the Otago side, Pat Barwick, who will very shortly come out and face the Canterbury Barracudas, which is essentially the Canterbury B side. But talk to us about this Otago side.
Yes, again, there's some sort of good names in there that we can be looking out for. Tessa Job coming through, Amy Robinson, and of course some others that we know well here, Olivia Dyer, Anna Crowley from a local club. And so neat to see these players having an opportunity. And Rachel Carson is a coach who used to play here and has been on the West Coast and now down in the, and then in the Deep South when I was working there actually, and now in Otago taking a team. So it's great.
So how cool. And the opposition, the Canterbury Barracudas, as they call themselves, again, a team that has got a lot of excellent talent. You look at the likes of Peter Surridge, Izzy Story in there, Danielle Ackland, Cody Cutton, Annabelle Lee.
Yes, you could read a lot of those names, I think, Leslie, that are going to be looking to stand out here today and show what they can really do.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Testing themselves against national level players. How exciting is that? And aspiring to get into the Canterbury Cats.
Yep.
For the Canterbury team, for Otago, they will be absolutely thrilled that they're up here playing hockey. You mentioned, you know, the big names that we've talked about. Tessa Job, she'll run hard with the ball all day, won't she?
Yes.
Anna Crowley, who had such a good Olympics as well, coming out of the Taranaki with that famous surname, of course. Her dad, Alan, playing over 80 games for Taranaki Rugby. Her uncle coaching Italy, Kieran Crowley. So there's some great sporting names from New Zealand.
Certainly a strong family name that way. And good to see Darren Lobb, who's been the co-coach and not quite the head coach with the Canterbury Bees in the past, and so to see him having an opportunity as a coach as well, leading the group this year. And young umpires, Rosie Porter and
Sarah Cox.
Sarah Cox out there umpiring today. Both quite young umpires coming through the ranks, so it's excellent for them to have these opportunities.
Oh, absolutely right. You know, the biggest thing when you see teams like Otago who've got all those name players, Amy Robinson in there as well, former Black Stick, so, you know, they've got talent to burn, but it's the combination work, isn't it? That's going to be the telling thing for this very young Canterbury side. Their biggest obstacle, I think, is not to be intimidated.
Yes, I think you'll be right, Leslie. I think there'll be, you know, it'll be really new experience for many of them actually to play at this level, to be honest. Played some very good club hockey this year, some of them, and getting an opportunity to step up to this, it's quite a big step, but I think they'll be looking forward to it and they'll be keen to do well.
Yep. The likes of Annabelle Schneiderman, Anushka Chiswell.
Yes, Nush is one of those who's over in the USA program actually. He's been over there at college, had a year at university college team. So came home a little bit earlier than expected with COVID type interruptions to their program. So she's enjoyed playing a bit of hockey at home again just for a while, but I believe she's going to go back. So it will be a really good challenge for all of them.
So that's Alice McElroy Foster wearing 16 for the Canterbury team. Looks nice and tall. And in goal, if she's wearing number 1, because it's either between Ginny Wilson wearing 1 or 20, Olivia Dyer, but I suspect it's Ginny Wilson to start for Otago in goal. So they're off. Otago, welcome to Christchurch for your part that you're going to play in the Otautahi Cup. Young, very young Canterbury Barracudas, emerging players. Opportunities for them to really stamp their mark. This is Isabella House. Good structure so far, taking the ball back and around, getting out onto the right flank.
Yeah.
Tessa Bushell has the ball for Otago out on their left, just behind halfway for them. So no front runners putting any early pressure on. Happy to take the ball, make the Otago team do the work.
Ball down the right flank.
Oh, an early opportunity here for, oh, great save and goal for McElroy Foster. Saving the blushes early on of this young Barracudas side. And the circle it goes, all catches a foot. That'll be the first penalty corner. It looked pretty efficient, didn't it?
A well-worked corner there. Looked like number 6, I think, from Isabella House. And she was coming in tidily there and just put the ball on the foot, simple, and earned their first penalty corner.
Otago 6. And the numbers we are just coming to terms with in this is Amy Robinson, a former Blackstick player. And the shot at goal, the sweep hit. Oh, and a little touch. No, it went wide. It didn't catch anything on the defenders at all. And Canterbury will get a free. Amy Robinson not happy about that decision either. She thought there was a little touch on there, but off it goes, and the nice overhead relieves the pressure for this Canterbury Barracudas up that right flank. Great ball down, searching ball again. And again, this is Robinson who will hit the ball into the circle and put a little bit more pressure on that brand new Canterbury side. Hayley McCallow able to get the ball away. Nice little run out on the right side. Cody Cutton from the High School Old Boys Burnside Club. Good player, look at that. A lot of talk, Pat, quite vocal.
Yes, they're helping each other already, which is great. I had a bit of a glance down there and read the wrong name there, but great to see Amy out here playing with this group. She'll do a lot to raise the quality of the game as well. Yeah,
we've talked about how important it is, not just for the people in her team, but for the others to match up, the opposition. And
yes. And it helps them to understand also, you know, the level of the game that the young players need to reach to be even thinking of looking at that level of hockey in terms of their own progress. So until they get an understanding of what they're expected, it's hard for them to reach that sort of level or quality.
Oh, look, that's great pressure
yeah,
from the Canterbury player. It looked as though they had the ball speed to go back and around Otago, but in the end, running hard to challenge for possession paid dividends. Georgia Suri wearing 17 for Canterbury. For the Barracudas, chasing after the ball now. She is keeping the ball. Good work for them, and a nice switch across to the opposite side of this Punawai turf. Oh, good Anushkich as well. It's a good hustle, isn't it, to keep possession. Coming back and backtracking, and
she's a very quick athlete. Anushka does a lot of good athletics, and she's very quick on her feet and can put a lot of pressure on in an early stage.
Well, they'll be keen, won't they? I mean, that's one of the best things. They've got nothing to lose, and there'll be Susanna Crowley. We talked about her at the beginning. Amy Robinson, another Blackstick player. Look, goalkeeper up, chance at goal. And in the end, it's a corner. The Canterbury defence, young Barracudas defence, really doing a good job early on. Often, you know, in teams, you know, the second team, you need people to be leaders, to stand up and direct play, and it doesn't always happen with the young unit.
No, that's a good point, Leslie. It is certainly helpful to a team as a young team to have a strong leader, but it also encourages them all to think about the responsibility, and they all have to stand up.
Absolutely.
It's like an old Charlesworth idea, isn't it?
It is.
A leader full team, not just one leader. So it challenges them to get up there and take responsibility. It's a good opportunity just outside the circle, but it's lost there.
Annabelle Schneiderman, number 4. And they'll all grow into the game as the Otago team. Oh, that's a lovely little left to right. Another opportunity here for Otago, getting the ball across. Some great footwork and deep defence, which is what you've got to have. Schneiderman comes out, can't keep the ball in play. Brooke Edie.
Good ball in, just coming off the foot there of Annabelle Lee.
Oh, and this is Robinson again, just showing all her international experience comes in, knows exactly what she wants to do. She's created another corner opportunity.
She's looking very fit and trim, Leslie, as well, which is great for them. Could easily be having some time out now, and good for her to be looks like she's been putting the work in to get back into this group.
Yeah, it's competitive, isn't it? Everybody who has not picked for Tokyo, and there's opportunities with retirements, etc., from the Black Sticks. Now for Otago, slap hit again, and excellent work and goal. Alice McElroy Foster. Chiswell does well to hold her own. Not only does she hold her own in the tackle, she is beating two of them. Look at the speed.
Well run off the ball there, but good body position by the Otago player.
That was Brooke Edie. She's already shown us that she's got some good power. Or 2-on-1 opportunity. Reverse hit at goal. Oh, this is outstanding. That one going wide, but individual foray from Canterbury first of all, dispossessed, and then Otago able to come back.
And very good advantage play actually by the young umpire there, because she allowed that to go on, even though it had hit a foot. It was a real classic opportunity to have another shot at goal.
It's good working 1-2s in the deep defence. It's confidence. Cutting again, taking that ball up that right flank. She is super quick. In fact, that was Chiswell, was it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
and Chiswell just coming back and reaching into the defence, which was great
lovely
work.
stick work and footwork. Playing the game at pace. Rebecca Baker, 17 for Otago. Canterbury. Surrey gets the ball away.
Just leading back and making a little space for herself, you know, just makes them think hard and fast, these younger players who suddenly are in a level that's a bit quicker and they're having to think fast.
Yeah, that might have been just a little bit of a stick hack, and they quickly come away with the ball. Tessa Jock will run hard all day. Tokyo Olympian, number 12 for Otago. That defence really starting to have quite a bit of pressure exerted on it. The young Canterbury defence, they've done well so far. 6 minutes left in the first 15. Up the sideline. It's a great exit ball, just need someone there to be on the end of it.
Yes.
Baker and Hall combined for Otago. And that would be in the early stages of this match. The only thing I think that has let both sides down is just slightly under pushing the ball, under passing.
Yes, it's just not following through really, just leaning back off the ball when they go to pass. A bit of a habit for some of our young players.
Now up on the right flank, and the ball delivered forward. Still with Canterbury, running into space, getting out of the trouble, and redirected out onto the left this time.
Go there as well, well done.
Nice work again. The ball delivered, just not quite where they wanted to, under pressure and at speed. Just couldn't quite put it in the right place. But we haven't seen the ball down this end much for Canterbury, the Barracudas. Nice little slip pass in.
Great ball up the side.
Lots of time. It's a good Well, it's a big stick.
Good
Keeps
run
playing
and
advantage. And a shot at goal, so advantage had gone. Once that happens, you can't bring it back. They're taken quickly. Very quickly. And the ball still with Otago. They look great when they bring the ball forward. Neve McLean, number 2. Now it gets in front and the goalkeeper does again. Oh, McElroy Foster has been very impressive in the opening stages of this first quarter.
Was well defended by the Canterbury defence there. They certainly had people in the right places to be able to retrieve that ball once the keeper had saved it.
Smiles between the keeper and the umpire, who initially had given a free out to the Canterbury team, and it had come off the goalkeeper, but they play on. That one was just too far. Some lovely skills coming from these younger players. Rebecca Baker, 17 for Otago. Getting the reverse hit away as well. Eliza Roxburgh Judd.
Just made it over the sideline on that occasion. I think she thought she'd had it, but she still got it back.
Front running, good pressure, forcing the error. Oh, this is Cody Cutton. She is a live wire. She likes to go forward with the ball at pace, but like Tessa Jop, wearing 12 for Otago. Look at Jop now, had delivered the ball, runs forward and receives it back out on that left flank. Look at her, and a great hit away as well.
Good position in the defence by the Canterbury number 5.
Peter Surridge.
Read that well and just got in the right place to trap that ball ahead of the Otago attacker.
A free hit, Otago, just outside the top left of their circle. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Certainly Otago have had the better of the play in terms of scoring opportunities, but they've done well in the little forays that they've had up front, have Canterbury, and done exceptionally well in deep defence through Alice McElroy Foster in goal. Jop, the black stick, gets the ball away, and again McElroy Foster called to come out. She's done that well as well. 50-50 ball, and the pace up that right flank, over halfway, the Lone Ranger.
Tussling going on.
She's doing it all herself, isn't she? Schneiderman, is it? Yes, wearing the jersey, and earned themselves a penalty corner, is it? A free
yes,
hit?
It came off the foot as the ball came into the circle there from Annabelle. It was struck and caught the Otago player stepping out onto the ball. So, penalty corner.
Well, who's on? It's going to be the big thing. Who have they got up there?
It looks to me like number 3 and 11, so
Danny
Annabelle Lee.
Ackland on 11 and 3, Annabelle Lee.
Looking like they're at the top of the castles and about to be involved.
So we know Danielle Ackland's got a sweep hit, and it is going to be, it's not trapped at the top, and that will be an Otago ball taken quickly. Now they're going to have to really work hard, Otago, because they are outnumbering the defence at this stage. They've got players in behind the defence, and a shot at goal, and what a turnaround from right down the other end, and from an acute angle, Pat Barwick. They have got the fast breakaway and turned it over and expertly slotted it away.
Yes, a classic breakout penalty corner goal from Otago. Fabulous coming out of defence early, moved the ball on, and here we see it, looking up, seeing the player way ahead and able to pass it into the circle and a direct shot at goal straight off the pass. Excellent wide-angled shot. Difficult for the keeper. She was left stranded really with no one able to be back with her.
1-0 Otago. Already shown in the early stages their intent, and it must have been close to the end of the first 15 as well.
Just a couple of minutes to go.
Up that right flank, they've favoured that, the Canterbury Barracudas, but they've been dispossessed, not this time. Oh, what a goal from Otago though. Gosh, that's such good thinking to have the structure to set it in place and then to execute it.
Yes.
After defending a corner, or it really didn't have to defend it, to be fair, it wasn't trapped at the top of the D.
No, it came out quickly, which was a big start for them really, wasn't it? I mean, it just came directly out to the wide pass.
Holding her own for the Barracuda. Snyderman's already shown her strength, so just updating my goal scoring record. That was Sarah Thomas with that goal for the Otago side, the Otago women. Last 30 seconds of the first quarter. A lot of talking you can hear coming up from the back in the Otago side. Goalkeeper Ginny Wilson talking animatedly to her players, giving them instructions as to where they need to be as that ball goes out to the left into the last 10 seconds. Now through that right side attack.
It's Cooten making a really good defensive tackle there to try and get the ball away quickly, but just too late for the quarter.
So that is the first 15 and a goal 2 minutes at the end of the first quarter, expertly finished, and it was just the counter-attack was super, and a breakdown at the Canterbury penalty corner area. It is Otago women who have enjoyed more creative opportunities, but they go to the first 15 break 1-0 ahead of the Canterbury Barracudas. Oops.
Just poked me to remember to come down for a...
So here we are, ready for the second 15, and let's have another look at that goal, that breakdown. No, we won't. We'll come back to that a little bit later on, and the players now coming out for the beginning of the second quarter. Otago 1-0 ahead, and haven't they played well? I've loved the speed when they've turned the ball over in defence and the way they've come through. Now that player with the white bandage on her leg, Tessa Jopp, Blackstick, underway. No chance for any of the players to put themselves into a geographical position on the turf. They got the whistle and they took off. Jopp sends the ball forward. What a great pass by her. And looking to get the early shot, only finds the foot. Food for thought for this young Canterbury side. Isabella House wearing 6. And Annabelle Lee up that right flank. We've seen some promising runs by Cody Cutton and Nushkich as well. Good tussle on that right hand side, but one again, strength on the ball personified.
Well defended. They were in the right places at that time to get those interceptions. There's a lot of talking going on in the young Canterbury defence. You can see them just quietly pointing and talking to each other, which is important for them.
Get the feeling that, Otago recognise that they can be dominant here and that they can control this match. Trying to play the game and really pick up the pace of the game, Otago. Get another good save and really picking her time to come out.
Oh, that's hard luck. Just a good pass out, caught the foot of Cooten, just going out of the defence. Good tackle.
Yeah, good work.
Some solid work being done there by Annabelle Lee in the back, number 3. Just really getting some good interceptions on the Otago and passing into the circle.
Couldn't keep that one in. Decided that passing wasn't going to work and we'll go for the big shot. Cool conditions, the easterly wind has got up. It won't worry the players. They'll be intent on carrying out the coach's team plan. Now the ball ready to be distributed. Steph Murphy has it again, just that under-hit pass. You know what they're trying to do, the players, but this is a great run.
Good attack in the circle.
Sarah Thomas, the goal scorer, 5, took it in first. Still with Otago. And the reverse stick doesn't work. Chiswell really got some motor, this girl. Anushka Chiswell taking it up the right, but she's a bit of a lone ranger, isn't she?
He's just a little bit too firm, that pass.
Lovely bit of one-on-one skill. Eve McLean for Otago, catching the foot. Doesn't catch the umpire's eye, now it does. Murphy opts to go back and around. Annabelle Lee. Just get the impression, Pat, just the body language. Jopp again will get the whistle, and it did go before she took off, but just the body positions of these Otago players is slightly superior in the way that and they're very so businesslike when they get the ball. They know what they want to do, they distribute it on, and they've got the players to latch on to it.
Yes, they just show that a bit of experience, I think, over and above some of the young Canterbury players, but certainly it's a lesson to learn, actually, isn't it? Because that's what we want from our players, to be long and low and strong.
Yep.
Here's another sort of good dribble by a player with strength.
Thomas again in there causing havoc for Canterbury, but they come away with the ball. The young defenders. There's a lot happening. That's lovely skill. Oh, that's confidence. But they need to make some progress up the field, don't they? Murphy puts the ball away.
Nice turn by Cotton there.
Yep, she does really well. And
Looking
look,
up
she's got
now.
the speed as well, taking the ball through the middle.
Oh, good girl.
Searing away through. She's still going, getting the ball into
Here's
the
an
circle.
opportunity.
And they shot at goal. They've got players there.
Still a chance.
Still out there on the right. Annabelle Schneiderman. She's got the ball on the end of a stick. Can she get the ball away? And promising.
Just a corner, but it was a good advance because she came in really strongly there.
They certainly look as though they know what they're doing when they get the ball in this area. Now towards the goal it goes. Does it catch a foot? What's happening? It catches a attacker's leg now.
It's just Danielle getting down in the circle. Here's an opportunity. Strong lead by Robinson again.
Yeah, she's showing all her class, isn't she? Keeper comes out, does really well, and boots it for good measure, does she? And gets back and saves it again. Fantastic. Fantastic work, Alice McElroy-Foster.
Really good decision making because she had to come and take on a good player. She really wasn't afraid.
She's a black stick, a former black stick, and she took her on and ended up getting not the possession but a corner. But she's not holding back, McElroy-Foster. She is showing her potential. This is the replay.
Showing a really good and lovely pass into the circle. Again, going for an
Gets
early
up.
shot.
Look how quick she is.
Yep. She was there and she was really attacking the ball.
I'm loving the confidence she's exuding at the back for this young Canterbury side. She's got some more work to do here now. And this time,
Again, took the shot.
free hit to Canterbury. Picked up. Roxburgh, Judd. Had a look up to see where her player was.
Yes.
Murphy.
Good patience by Steph Murphy there. She just knew she had a chance to get the ball. Didn't rush it. Good back and around. Well done to the left half out here.
Now that's good
There's a
movement. That's
chance.
good ball speed through the back and around for Canterbury.
There's a chance.
Oh, a chance now. Shot at goal. Oh, opportunities. That's 2 in 2 minutes I've created. Young Canterbury Barracudas.
Yeah, just a shot over the top by Annabella McGuigan, and she just chose the option, which is always risky to go over the top. I think a 2-on-1 there should have been put away, really. But that's youthful enthusiasm.
Getting down low and getting that ball through. Annabelle Lee is a strength in the Canterbury B side. Otago out on the baseline. Was that over the back line?
Looked close, but
Yeah.
not in the eyes of the umpire, so they had another chance, but eventually went out.
Five minutes left in the second quarter. And that one solitary goal, and what a good goal it was as well. Sarah Thomas for Otago. You get the impression Otago looking to impress their game plan on this match. The Canterbury team growing into it, this young Barracudas side.
Yes, I think they've been marking a little tighter in the last 5 minutes, and they've really started to be able to then wend their way through.
Arabella McGuckin.
That was a good tackle, however, on that occasion.
Great distribution. Picked up beautifully.
Good intercept, but a little bit of a collision there for Annabelle Schneiderman. Just
she did
got
well,
caught up.
didn't she?
Yes, she did. Held her ground.
Jop. Offloads.
Just a little bit too strong on that occasion.
Something happens when she gets the ball.
Yes.
Jop, doesn't it? I mean, there's some, either it's her speedy legs or the distribution or running with the ball.
She runs well balanced with the ball. You can always expect a reasonably good pass off her run because of her balance. The ball flows. Here we go. Still happening. Easy option. Good girl. Coming back. Just being prepared to go back and around and play the safe option.
Up and over. Good overhead.
Nice high throw.
And it goes to one of her own players. That's a big bonus.
Almost a good ball forward to the Otago number 2, Tessa. Oh, can't remember that piece of height, is it? Playing there in front, leading well.
He's enjoyed using the right side, this Barracuda's side. That's where they've made a lot of their progress. Robinson has a shot at goal from that angle. Saw Thomas get one from that similar side of the turf here at Punawai. They've coped well, deep defence, done really well, the pressure that's been exerted on them. Ackland does well, looks strong in the back, wearing 11 for Canterbury. Lacking a little bit of linking for that ball coming out of defence, Canterbury, because this is a lovely run.
Good dribble here.
Taylor Duffy with the ball, having a shot at goal.
Great shot at goal. Well
And a
defended
free
again.
hit. Offloads. It's a story.
Yep, she's just winning that one. She just wasn't sure whether she had it or not there for a minute.
Could have gone either way, I think, but
Yes.
anyway, that take it in the midfield. That was just coughed up, that was, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. But actually, tough call there. Must have been initial foot, I think, before we saw the next part, but just touched off the foot of the player as they came into the tackle.
Now, I don't think that they're very happy with that decision.
I think they had it in the second phase, but that's probably what happened. That's what you remember as a player.
You've got to keep going. You've got to keep going to the whistle.
Just a bit of dominance when they carry that ball through at the moment that the young players have been, you know, rushing into the tackle a little bit, but getting caught.
Good steal. Right in the middle of
Great
the turf.
ball.
Great ball forward as well. And goalkeeper does really well. Goalkeeper does really well coming out. Olivia Dyer, they've swapped them over in the Otago setup. Of course, Olivia plays back here in Christchurch. She's just denied her fellow teammates an opportunity through a fantastic save. Danielle Ackland getting in a contest with Amy Robinson. I love the fact that she stays in the tackle, Danielle Ackland. And she's not going to be put off by playing anybody with more reputation than her.
Just a little bit more care needing to be taken by our the young Canterbury players, just getting that ball forward, just tending to do really good work through the midfield and then just hitting that last pass away.
Well, that is the end of the second quarter. In fact, half-time beckons, and here's the experience of Amy Robinson coming over to the umpires as we go to the half-time break. Both teams go into the hut, but it is Otago women who have got the ascendancy over the Barracudas, and they lead by 1-0. Well, it's been a very entertaining match so far between these two sides, the Otago women up against the Canterbury Barracudas, and the Otago women through that Sarah Thomas goal lead 1-0. They've created lots of other opportunities and look likely when they move that ball forward, but there's been some very courageous deep defensive work by this young Canterbury side, Pat Bowick, and it's been a pleasure to watch both these teams in action so far.
Yes, it's been a good open game, so the game's flowed and it's made it quite exciting because there's been opportunities at each end.
Absolutely. 22 for the Canterbury Barracudas, Hannah Jones, young player at university who had to sit an exam before this match.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yes.
That's great.
So back on the park here, and relieved probably to get the exam out of the way. Now she can go out and play some hockey. 4 is Schneiderman's already shown us her strength and skill.
And they've won themselves a penalty corner
Yeah,
on
they
that
have.
centering ball, being questioned by Otago.
They can't change it, surely.
Looks like Tessa Jopp challenging the umpire a little there. And
It's a corner, the other umpire's signalling
walking
another
away
corner.
as if they're, yes.
So good teamwork from both umpires.
Yes, working together. So here's an opportunity for this young group to see if they can equalise.
It looks as though they've changed the goalkeepers again.
Got Annabelle Schneider inserting the ball.
So we've got Ginny Wilson back in goal for Otago. After playing the first quarter, Olivia Dyer was in the goal the second and made that really good save against her Canterbury teammates right on half-time.
So we've got
Schneiderman.
Annabelle Lee looking like taking the shot perhaps. Yes, it looks like her.
And a bit of subtlety
shot,
at the top as well. Pat, they've got it all, haven't they?
Yes, great. You can see they've been doing some work on those.
Hannah Crowley wearing 13 for Otago is very strong. The Blackstick player, originally from the Taranaki, playing for Otago here in the Otautahi Cup 2021.
Oh, good control out of there from a young team. That's excellent work.
Especially up the left side, Pat.
Absolutely. Just 3 good passes and they came safely out of defence. I think for young players, if they try and take each other on one all the time, it really reduces the percentages in the game. And these young people are just tripping and moving the ball on to the next player, and it's looking great. Whoops, not that time, but on the whole.
A lovely pass. It's the accuracy that you need. Chance now for Otago. And it looked as though it was going to dribble in.
It just bobbled badly and caught the defender who was there to help the keeper. But just couldn't quite manage it, came off her leg.
Amy Robinson over in the background. And Tessa Jopp having a lot to say, wearing 12, as you'd expect. And Robinson to inject. Steph Murphy hovering.
Yes.
Tegan Buchanan.
Good umpiring there, although it came off the foot. It bounced to Otago's next player, and she gave her the opportunity to have the shot. Unfortunately, it was stopped by a foot, so it's another corner.
Well, from a defensive point of view, just be happy you got something in the way.
Yes.
Wow, that's a great drag out from the base. Buchanan got good purchase on it, looking for another corner. And again, the goalkeeper does well. Ackland in there trying to clear. The goalkeeper comes out again.
2 good saves, 3 good saves
But
almost.
so definite in her movements.
Oh, great ball.
Hit down and latched onto beautifully. Looking for that pass. That's very smart thinking. McCallow didn't want to just tonk the ball forward. She waited for the pass to arrive, didn't she? She held possession.
Yes, good patient play actually by young Ken. And out of that, they've made 2-3 good passes. Now they're into attack.
Jones with the ball out on that baseline for Canterbury. No one to latch up on the end of it. Yes, there is now. A little twist and turn from Schneiderman, was it?
And earning a penalty corner. Really good control of that ball. And yes, it was Annabelle Schneider. Scheidemann, who held the ball and just put it on the foot and has gained her team another corner.
Excellent work from back in their defensive half and bringing the ball through.
Yeah, they showed real patience then, and because twice they could have just pumped the ball thinking that, you know, let it go, but they came back, went across, came all the way across from left to right, down the flank, and then have earned themselves a corner. So it was very good play. So we've got Annabelle Schneiderman to drag out again to number 13, and the other Annabelle trapping.
At goal now, catches a leg, does it? Yes, looking for the help from the other umpire, gets it. Difficult position to see sometimes with the runner. So a couple in a row. Good start to this third quarter by the Barracudas. Schneiderman. Now let's see, do they use the direct? Have they brought up Danielle Ackland? Are they going to try and get a little deflection in behind the front runners? Not trapped.
Unfortunately, trap there.
It's been a couple. This is where they're so dangerous, and it's how they scored their first goal, Otago. And it's a big miss in there at the top. Oh, great work.
Yes, great work.
That is fantastic.
Goalkeeper was right out on the attacker. No chance for them to have the shot.
Confidence again from Schneiderman. She is having a great game.
Excellent game. She's just using all her skills and calmly. She's not panicking.
She's just dominating her position, isn't she? And everything she does. Having to get back and help is Steph Murphy.
Oops, just unloaded her.
Robinson, shot at goal. And again, that very...
Great play by youngster. Excellent play.
Sarich looking for some help. There's not much, was there, happening?
No, it gave away. Didn't have anyone helping very much, so gave it away, but it's safe enough.
Alice McElroy Foster in goal. She is picking the right time to come out. She is stoic when the straight shot comes in. This is a great run and catches a Canterbury stick. So the opening stages of this third quarter, it was Canterbury who putting the pressure on. Otago coming back into it. But it's open play. They love playing without too much attack. This is Jop. Tessa Jop, the black stick. Brings the ball down that sideline and just mopped up at the back.
Yeah, well defended again.
Certainly not going to give up anything easily. Very young players in this Canterbury Barracudas side. Lovely pass out to the left from Surridge and up. It's 3 passes. Chiswell can't quite latch onto that. It was a difficult pass. This is Jop, runs hard always with the ball on top, gets the ball forward. Eklund calmly gets the ball out, catches a deflection. They want the whistle, they get it. Again, just dealing with what comes to them. One 0 Otago. Into the third quarter. Okay, that's real confident pass back from Annabelle Lee. They need to keep that one, they do. Schneiderman in the contest again. Might have hurt her hand on that one. Coming in from the wrong side. But a chance here for Otago to really put some pressure on. And the ball lifted by the Canterbury defence, and that's why it's called dangerous in a close proximity to a lot of players.
Yes, it had popped up with the attacker quite deliberately, but that was okay. It was like a shot at goal, so but the keeper herself also popped it further in the air. So results in a corner again for Canterbury to defend. And Otago will be looking to get something out of these corners. They've had a few now.
Yeah, they have.
They'll be really wanting to have some result.
Jop has decided she's going to come up and see what she can do at the top. Shot at the top. And
Well,
again,
saved again.
that big left boot of McElroy Foster's emphatically puts it out. There's nothing half measures with Alice McElroy Foster, is there? It's very definite, everything she does.
She's having a great game.
Oh, there's some mesmerising skills coming here from Rebecca Baker. She is a performance network athlete. It's beautiful work from her. Crowley. Oh, chance here, 2-on-1. Oh,
yes.
It's in. Goal number 2. And who was it? Rebecca Baker.
It was Rebecca Baker, I think.
Yes.
You sure?
Taking advantage, being in the right place. The shot came, and it is 2-0. Just reward. Shown us already in the match her dribbling skills. And now she's added a goal. A replay. Just as Otago were looking just to set themselves, a couple of opportunities came their way and they have taken it. The one that counts, 2-0. Nice and wide, it's just that last pass, isn't it?
Yes, they're still just finding each other, but
Quickly. There's the third pass. And Chiswell does well to control it. Stays in the tackle. Gets the whistle. Wins the one-on-one. Murphy offloads.
great ball.
Sweet ball. That was
view.
beautiful, the way
Good
she
vision.
used her wrist to open the face.
Chance.
Get a bit of twist on that. This is Neve
Yeah.
McKenzie. Was that? Wow, what a goal from such an acute angle from her. And look at that.
It was great control.
And
she had
searching,
over
that's
that ball.
Neve McKenzie, isn't it? Number 7.
Number 7, running off now. So was about to substitute. Lucky she hadn't. But it was a great effort along the side here. We see her them coming in. She's coming all the way into the back line. And then feints one way, goes the other, pops it past the goalkeeper, leaving the gap between the post and herself. She'll be bitter about that. But a great goal for Canterbury.
Wow, it just shows you, doesn't it, the raw skill and the backing themselves. This is Jop again, right down the other end, from one end to the other.
And interesting watching there that the player was on the ball and the goalkeeper came right out and backed it up very strongly. She was right there beside her.
Game's opened up, hasn't it?
Yes, it's going to
Sun's
liven up
shining.
again.
2-1.
I'm enjoying the way that the Canterbury team is working the ball backward. Quite often, they're not trying to desperately go forward in a tight situation where they really don't feel they're going to win the ball. And putting pressure like that straight onto the Otago player with the ball.
Murphy offloads back.
She's taking her time.
Long drive. Asking a lot of Arabella McGuckin. She gets it though, and look at the skill that she's showing. Delivers it back.
Got her teammate.
Again, in the circle, lifted in, and able to be dealt with.
Interesting shot there. It looked like it was almost outside the circle, lifted high, but they're going to the long corner, which is good for them.
Yeah, I thought Otago did well. But they seem rejuvenated almost, inspired with that goal, the young Barracudas. Quick work. Lovely skills. Oh, that is stunning from Murphy. Steph Murphy.
And moving the ball on quickly, which is great. They're taking real advantage whenever they can.
Cody Cutton has the ball now. Oh, look at that. There's some great skills now coming from Otago as they bring the ball through. Some young players showing us what they've got. That's the goal scorer.
That's Rebecca Baker
yep.
again, showing us her skill. Lovely stick work.
This is really
Crowley,
good stuff from...
just taking her time.
Yeah, Crowley doing what she knows best, delivering the ball. Jop, the black stick, has the ball, takes it through into the midfield, and a shot at goal now. She's come right out as McElroy Foster. She advanced when she needed to, reads the play beautifully. And a free hit for Canterbury, and a green card to boot, as Jop will go off for 2 minutes for that tackle. Into the last minute and 40 odd seconds in the third quarter, and the game has opened up. Young players backing themselves. That's what we're seeing, this player particularly, Rebecca Baker. And a little look up. Brooke Eddy. Much better contest for the ball as it comes through. It's really open, Pat Bowick, isn't it?
Yes, very possibly there's a little bit of fatigue sneaking in here because the players haven't played matches for quite a while, and this has been pretty high tempo game.
It has.
Probably not quite what we expected initially from the Bees and this team, so they've worked hard. It's possibly showing a little bit now. So they're just all starting to slow down a fraction, which sometimes makes them even tidier in actual fact, so they could do well.
Jones has the ball for Canterbury. Tries to make that pass up on that right flank. Eliza Roxburgh-Judd wearing 12. And Olivia Hall for Otago.
Anna Crowley's been pretty solid in that deep defence area today.
Oh, I mean, how cool is it to have a black stick play?
Yes.
It's your sweeper.
Yeah, supporting that Otago defence and helping them to just be well organised.
Distributes the ball, talks. That's what I'm liking hearing. And I think so too, you know, for this young Barracudas side. Danielle Ackman at the back. Snyderman's impressed me when she's been in the game, but that is the hooter for the end of the third quarter. And it was a great 15 minutes from both teams. It is, as we go to the last 15, it is Otago who lead this little young Canterbury Barracuda side by 2-1. Last 15 minutes coming up for both these sides in this opening match for them as part of Otautahi Cup 2021 here at Ngā Punawai in Christchurch. Probably the best weather of the day so far. As what is expected in this last 15, Pat Barwick? I mean, we've talked a lot about the skill level and the confidence that these players have shown. They haven't had a lot of chance to play as a team, either of these teams. But, man, what we've seen, what they've put together, very impressive game.
I think it is. I think they're just keeping it reasonably simple and not trying to play all of those difficult 50-50s. And so it means that the game flows, and that helps them.
Well, look at this. This is a former Blackstick, Amy Robinson, up against a young player out there on the left-hand side. And free hit to Canterbury, and what they learn and gain from this is immeasurable, isn't it?
Yes, it's huge, and that's
from both sides.
Yes, it's a real benefit of having these players who have agreed to come and play, which is fantastic, and join this tournament. And I think it's going to help all of the players, not only themselves, of course, but to have the games, but the young players amongst them.
Had good structure, Otago. They really have, and you think back to that first quarter pattern, the amount of pressure they put on that Canterbury defence, who did concede one, and would have been a whole lot more if it hadn't been for Alice McElroy-Foster in goal. She's been sensational. Really has.
She certainly has. She's had a game of her life today.
She's going to be called on to make another save. No, that's a good save in front of the goalkeeper this time.
It's the two covering defenders. They've read the game very well today. They've been in the right place quite a lot and saved those last-minute opportunities.
It's a brave decision to overhead in that area of the game, but this is the game to try it, surely.
Yes.
And Danielle Ackland with the ball. Good having a tall defender, I think, back there. Pressure going on by Amy Robinson. And look at that one-touch pass. Up over halfway. 2-1 Otago lead. And look at that, stretching all sets of players going from crossfield, both teams. Lovely run. Ella McCall wearing 3. Shot at goal, soft, gentle touch.
Oh, well recovered.
Schneiderman, being strong and confident in her skills, brings the ball out. Jones.
She's got a nice reach, young Anna Jones, and she's able to... Hannah Jones it is.
She doesn't keep it this time. Getting it on her forehand. Tegan Buchanan wearing 10. The shot from Amy Robinson over the baseline. She's furious with herself as well. She knows it should have gone across the face. But she's in there playing. That's the good news. Good, strong, definite hit down. Not to anyone, but it'll clear it out of defence. Chance for Otago to rebuild from the back. Anna Crowley had a fine Olympics, great Olympic debut for her, in fact. Jot
up again.
Never stops, does she? Keeps running hard.
Oh, the pass just not brought in. Good pass, but it just wasn't got under control by the attacking striker.
Big call, confidence now. Calling for the ball, wanting it. And keeping it. This is really good work. Hard ball to pick up when it's in the air. And yeah, because of it being in the air. And Eve McKenzie.
Yes, she was just trying to release the ball. Just needed to be straighter, really. And she could run onto it wide rather than try and get it through the two players. But, you know, she'll learn from that option. She might not choose that one again.
And she had someone on her too, didn't she? It's
yes,
learning to play with that pressure.
Yeah, good pressure
on your tackle, on your hit.
Here's another chance. There's enough Canterbury players up there. Shows the deep option.
Taylor Duffy can't keep it. Crowley moves up, looking to get the overlap. And they'll get the free hit. Well,
Yes, they
Canterbury sense with the confidence that the Canterbury team showing, Otago trying to bring themselves back into it and trying to bring a little more pace into the game. But you can sense that confidence that the team wearing red and black, they're one behind.
Yes, they're just holding their ground. They're marking well and trying to keep pressure on Otago because they know they can't let them, you know, the Jop and Crowley and the players run freely, otherwise they're going to be just opened up. So they're trying to mark them hard.
Otago, an opportunity out on their right flank now. Lovely work through bringing their ball into the circle. Just got to stay down a bit longer with those, aren't you? And the ball's travelling and it's moving away from you as well.
Yes, and perhaps a little more redness. I mean, I think players need to get in there and get themselves back to the line, the back line really, so that they can receive the ball easily. Instead of only ever on their reverse stick, which is harder when it's a hard ball in.
Nice through passes. That's what they've improved on. I think one of the big things is being able to string 2 or 3 or 4 passes out of defence.
Yes, and they're quite doing it confidently too. They're quite happy to do it. Not just trying to sort of smash it out and hope for the best. They're being quite deliberate in how they're working the ball out.
Leah Forster with the ball for Otago. Oh, lovely work. Again, it's quick thinking Tessa Jop. She's worked hard, hasn't she, Jop,
Yes, she
in that
has.
midfield.
She
Done
has.
a power of running.
I think she made quite a decision to come back and have a go at the black sticks again, didn't she? And got the opportunity, so
Yeah.
she's probably keen to stay there.
After a health scare. Just over halfway for Canterbury. Amy Robinson for Otago just worrying the Canterbury defence. Nice pass away.
Yeah, good patience. Come back again. Good work.
Good ball speed across, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, beautifully read.
Oh, they might get it back.
You can hear them talking, calling for the ball back. They're wanting it. Confidence. Great
Excellent
pass.
work.
Really
Now
good
again,
stuff.
that's the ball.
Player ahead. Oh, this is
Outstanding.
fantastic work. Coming up
Gently,
on the
not
right,
too
shot
hard.
in there, and just slightly misdirected. That's all. Trying to keep it. They do. And holding her own. Is that Schneiderman again? She's so strong in the tackle, isn't she? Really good stuff, but no one there to pick the little flick back up. But they'll keep the ball.
That was an excellent phase of play. Really, really good use of the back and around, then building out again, twice in fact, and then bringing it forward and making their way into the circle, so they had opportunity.
Eve McLean looking to get a big shot away. Baker, the goal scorer for Otago. She's excited us with her skill level.
Certainly has.
Oh, look at that. Overhead on the run.
He's just dropped it into the crowd, unfortunately, but it was a good try.
Great stuff.
Oops. Crowley coming up, looking for a good option here. Going to throw it. Bit of of advantage played there. No.
Oh, unlucky. I think the first one might have gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hasn't been much whistle.
No, it's been pretty good.
Yeah, 5 minutes left in the match. Nice holding position. Crowley distributes over to the right. Can they find something more in the last 5 minutes, Otago, and add to the scoreline? The structure's been very good and sound from Otago. Just in the background, the 12 all-weather tennis courts here at Ngā Punawai.
Don't see many people on them very often, do we? It's always interesting. Hopefully. They tell me it's the wind sometimes.
Yeah, nice work. Cody Cutton.
I'm just not here in the summer to see them, I think. Very much.
Work, using the flanks again, changing the point of attack. Oh, nice work. Gosh, there's been some great skills. I've really been impressed. Last 3 minutes. And this young side, this Canterbury Barracudas, sneak a draw, take it into a shootout. Crowley says no. I'm sending that ball up the field. Players,
Nice
Baker,
receive,
the goal
good
scorer,
ball.
running ahead. She knew where she needed to get to. Has a look up, gets the ball
Oh,
to
that was a
where
great
she was.
chance.
The keeper came out beautifully again. That is just magnificent keeping, really.
She completely nullified that opportunity for sure. And she needed to. She needed to be there. So she made a really good choice again.
Well, she's the initiator almost in all of this, isn't she? By coming out and stamping her mark, her presence. She's not going to wait back and let them dictate to her.
I know.
There's a couple of big woody sounding tackles, and again that ball through. A foray now from Otago out to Chiswell.
Showing a bit of speed here.
Anushka Chiswell.
And that's Jop really chasing her foot for foot, so she's pretty fast as well.
Buchanan has the ball for Otago. Can they mount a last minute attack?
Oh, good skills.
Yeah.
They're prepared to have a go.
Yep. 1 minute 40 left, and the whistle for Otago. Still pressing, still looking for goal number 3. Big call.
Oops.
Coming through,
That'll be their ball. Canterbury ball.
and it was danger. That's why she got the free hit, Schneiderman. She's going to do it all on her own, taking the ball forward. She's been strong with the ball all match, and delivers the ball to the and a
we
shot
go.
at goal. Oh, that is magnificent! Oh my goodness, what a finish is that for a young player? Schneiderman started it. Oh wow, that is just brilliant.
What a great finish for this young team.
34 seconds left on the clock. Look at this, Pat.
And here they come in, Schneiderman again, and just laying that ball inside And Chiswell just sitting there and putting that reverse shot straight into the net.
Anushka Chiswell. And look at that, 2-all. Is it a penalty corner?
And Otago straight back to win a penalty corner. And
wow, what a finish. Gee, what a top draw goal. Wasn't it for a young player?
It was a very good goal.
Oh, last chance saloon to win this before you go into a shootout. So here we go. Who's on for Otago? What are they going to do at the top? I've got Brooke Eddy in 16. We saw her practice this before the match started.
I'm thinking it might go back to Jock on the cut.
Oh, and there it is over the back line, and it is a draw between these two sides. And that 34th second, with 34 seconds left
on the clock.
Wow. and we're going to have a shootout because you've got to have a result in Otautahi 2021.
Well, that's exciting. It'll be good to have a shootout. This is the first one for the day. And it's always entertaining to watch. Wow. It's a part of the game I think everyone enjoys nowadays rather than the old penalty shot.
Tension, the drama, the atmosphere, yes. So from the 22, a player will get an opportunity, will have 8 seconds to put the ball in the net. And that's what it comes down to. The goalkeeper has an opportunity to save it, delay it, keep them from having a shot in that 8 seconds. And that is how this match will be decided. So I wonder, really, well, I presume the coaches would have done their homework and would have their 5 players.
Yes, normally they would be, but on the day it's often a question from the coach about who's feeling confident to take it, so they don't always have a set plan, but they might have a 5 out of a 6 or 8 who are keen, and then it's up to them on the day, really.
So for Otago, you would have to go Crowley, Jock. But it depends what you want to get out of the match. Do you give the young players an opportunity to be part of a shootout? What do you do?
Well, at this stage in the tournament, they might want to try and get a win under their belt, so they might be looking at their experienced players. So you've got 3 there for a start, haven't you, with Amy Robinson and Tessa Jock and Anna Crowley. But whether they're all confident stroke shootout players, who knows? I haven't seen them really take too many in the past, so they just will be the stronger or more experienced players in this particular group, probably. It'll be interesting to see who stands up. So we've got some numbers out there looking like they're the group. So at the moment we've got 16 out there. That's Brooke Eddy. And
she was the player that was hitting the last penalty corner.
We've got number 6, which is Amy Robinson, and I think we've got Jop out there. And who's the other 2? I can't quite see them, unfortunately. They're coming around now, is it? Number 10. And maybe Baker. Is it Baker? I think it'll be Baker, pretty sure. Rebecca Baker, by the look of it.
She's in there.
With her skills, I think that would be not
17.
surprising.
Yep. Already a goal scorer.
Yep. So we should have one more. We seem to have lost one. Oh, she's coming over now. She's been doing the toss at the, and it's going to be the first taker.
Have to be Anna Crowley, would it? No, 10.
No, it's number 10.
That is Tegan Buchanan.
Yep. So that's good. She's put her hand up.
Wow.
It's interesting because Anna is a defender, not so often used to taking goal scoring shots, so possibly she's not as confident or stepped out at the moment anyway. Well,
we've sung the praises of Alice McElroy Foster all match. She has kept the Canterbury Barracudas in the game. Can she now go one step further and
she's a pretty mobile keeper, so it'll be good to see her
from
react.
The penalty
Here we go.
8 seconds, folks. Count them down. 8 seconds in there. This is Tegan Buchanan.
Yeah,
and
good footwork. She's got a chance yet, though. No,
the whistle was
already
gone. No, it doesn't
Great
count.
keeping.
Yep. So the 8 seconds was up.
Yep,
so
she held her up.
No goal.
She held her up for long enough then. Good footwork. She just kept her toes moving all the time in front of the player.
Just lost sight of the ball for a short second, but regained. She was very quick. We saw that in the game, didn't we?
So the first one up for Canterbury is Hayley McKello.
And Ginny Wilson in goal. I wonder how often they would have practiced all these. Shot at goal. Sometimes that works. Give it another chance. 8 seconds. And hasn't worked for McKello. So nothing in the net yet.
Yep. Good goalkeeping again.
Yes, excellent. Ginny Wilson knew what she had to do. Kept her feet tight, didn't she?
Stayed up on her feet as well.
Yeah.
I think sometimes they have a bit of a dive at a shot and then she's gone. So.
And showed the ball, the 2 pads. You know, it was so
Yes,
strong.
She did. Yep.
Tessa Jopp decides to go over to the right, comes into the middle now. McElroy Foster. And it hit the upright. Oh. And that's not in either.
Hit the post. Hard luck.
So, cutting the angle down on that occasion, McElroy Foster.
It's interesting to see her decision making now. She's not rushing out into them, but she's really putting a very good wall in front and being patient. Now we've got Mishka as well. Yeah,
shot at goal and well saved. She went beautifully to her right, Ginny Wilson, and that's brave too. Look, she's still got, you got some flesh on those arms, you can see, and she went over to the right, and that is really courageous. Wonderful, wonderful keeping. Amy Robinson, former Black Stick. Not got one in yet. Oh, this is going to be a good test. Shot at goal straight away. Good option. What a good option.
Yeah, just caught the young keeper with her, you know, still getting her stance position. So,
but expecting maybe it was going to come in and be a one-on-one, instead taking the direct shot.
Taking the shot under the foot before her balance was ready.
Yep.
Yep. Here it goes again. Hard to see there from the keeper, but that's what happened.
They need to get one back, Canterbury. Nice work.
That's well played by...
She's done that before,
that's
Neve McKenzie.
Fantastic play and very simple, but did it well.
Yep.
Nice turn. Kept the ball very tight on the stick, that's important.
This is Brooke Eddy now for Otago. Going in close to the keeper, gets the shot away, and that's in as well. That's lovely work. Yeah. Really good work.
Again, kept it fairly simple and just popped it over the keeper going down.
And knew what she was doing, didn't she? And just executed. No nonsense.
Who have we got there? Number 11, is it?
It is Georgia Suri has got the ball for Canterbury. She goes for the direct shot, and that's blocked out. That's out of the circle. So they've won ahead. No, they're saying, what?
They've got to do all 5. Oh, this is the 5th one.
Did she signal a goal there?
I don't think so.
Otago ahead. Rebecca Baker with the ball. She's already scored a field goal here. Look at that little nifty skill. Ooh. And that's wide, and the goalkeeper did well to push her over there as well. Otago are 1 ahead in the shootout. Oh, she's had a great game, Annabelle Schneiderman.
Yes, she's probably feeling pretty confident today, hopefully.
But so too Ginny Wilson in the shootout has done a marvellous job for Otago. Presenting those orange and white pads time and time again. And it's all tied up, and that was good thinking too from Schneiderman.
Yes, she kept her eye on the ball. She knew where it was as it came off the keeper. Was able to take that second phase. Excellent so 2-2 concentration there.
At the end of 5 each, isn't it? That's what I make
it'll be sudden death now.
Yep, sudden death.
Just in whatever order they want again, and then they will be the first team to lose one.
Wow, he couldn't have it more drama than this.
No, Canterbury to go first because Otago started the first 5. So we've got
Neve McKenzie.
Neve, who did an excellent stroke in the first round. They've put her up first now.
Retrieves the ball. It's pretty gutsy, isn't it?
Yes.
Let's see what she can do this time. All those orange and white pads. Ooh. And that's a free hit to the defence. So saved by Ginny Wilson.
Yep, good keeping.
Very good keeping. Very.
She came well out that time too, Leslie, and really shut her down early.
Yeah, and all you can see, as you're a dribbler with the ball, see those big orange and white pads, and it just seemed, where do I put the ball?
A magnet.
Good on her. And this is Eddie again. So that couldn't get that one in either.
So they both missed the first one.
Can't break the deadlock. You're right, Pat. Look at the people that are in the stand on the edges of their seats. Others that have gone up behind the fence.
Yes.
See the team personnel in the background. Chiswell looking to get that shot away. And can't get the keeper. This is just a show of the skills of the keeper. Keeper Ginny Wilson keeping her team in it. Rebecca Baker goes and gets the ball. Is this her opportunity? Alice McElroy Foster trying to keep her team in the game. Oh, wonderful. Oh, what a goal. Was it out of time?
I think it just went out. It was finished.
Was it? Out of time? Out of time is the decision.
Yes, the whistle just went. Oh, they're taking it again. They're taking it again, actually. But it might have come off the back of the keeper's stick, in which case it's a replay.
All right, here we go.
This time.
Who is it? Oh, great stick tackle this time. Oh, look at that. That is fantastic.
Good camaraderie.
Sportsmanship, isn't it?
Excellent play.
Oh, wow. We're seeing it all here. It's fantastic. Two groups of young players.
So I couldn't quite see what happened there, but if the goalkeeper made the mistake, then they get the replay.
Yes, correct. Yeah. You're doing well, Pat. You're keeping us in it. Hayley McCallow. Hayley McCallow versus Ginny Wilson.
Coming out high again.
Yep. Shot at goal. And coming off the pads.
We could be here for quite a long time.
Those mesmerising orange and white pads are doing the trick.
I don't remember you wearing those sorts of pads, Leslie, in your day.
I was still wearing K-Pock and cane.
I know, and you couldn't even paint them up that much.
These players are so much better than this. Right. Amy Robinson, can she seal it? Another shot at goal. Again, blocked again. Another shot.
Wow.
Oh, this is the keeper's show. This is fantastic. Maybe the keepers should have one each against each other.
Yes, that might be a good option.
The only way that we can break the deadlock. This is brilliant.
I remember once a German keeper that used to come up and take the penalty shot, penalty stroke in those days.
That's right. What's the time?
Here we go.
This is brilliant. This is great drama. Can they get the ball in? Oh, she's off balance, but she still manages to hit.
She's still there?
Yeah.
Oh, she got it again.
They are not giving an inch. The goalkeepers are the feature. It is 2-2 only in the shootout. Jop, can she decide the fate of this match? She takes the ball in. She's got Alice McElroy Foster ahead of her.
And she has.
Oh, no, I think she ran out of time.
Ran out of time.
Oh.
Wow. It was taking a long time. I thought she was going to be risking.
Yeah, no, I think it did seem to take a long time, didn't it?
Yes, we always say, I think you can probably go left or right twice, but after that you've got to have a go. Otherwise the time's gone.
Schneiderman comes up.
I haven't seen anyone just go strongly left and then drag right and shoot, which is interesting. For me, it's the simple shot.
There's a little scan up.
We might be going to see it now.
That's what she did the first time, and a shot, and it's staved, and it's a little bobbly ball, and she's run out of time.
That's fantastic. This is a great competition.
It is.
Nearly more exciting than the whole game.
So I think that we are pushing up the stakes for people who want to be a goalkeeper, because they know that they can be the most important person on the park.
And of course, it is easier to move nowadays, Leslie, too, with these light pads. They're fantastic. Yeah. They allow this mobility.
Shot at goal. It's in.
There
It's sudden death. And we have a winner, do we? We have to.
I think so.
Wait for the equal number to be taken, is it? Or
It
have
has
we got
been
a winner
because
through
Canterbury
Tegan
started.
Buchanan?
Yes, Canterbury started in the
So
sudden death.
it is a win to Otago. What a match. And we went to a penalty shootout because the young Canterbury Barracudas side were able to score on that with 34 seconds left on the clock and went to a shootout.
And
I don't know how
continued
long it's
to
taken.
challenge strongly all through the shootout to retain that ability to win, so they did very well.
They did indeed. Tegan Buchanan, in the end, was the difference. The Otago women take this first match for both these sides in the Otautahi Cup. Pat Barwick, thanks so much. It is Otago women 5, Barracudas 4, but what a match and what a treat to be watching this young talent unfold before us.
It was a fantastic, and that part of the game was fantastic, just to see the talent of those young players and the stickability that the goalkeepers showed to be able to stay in the game so long.
Absolutely. Otago would say that they created more opportunities. This young Canterbury side, Otago with their black sticks in there, Canterbury with none. What a match. In the end, it is Otago who've taken the win by 5-4.